So I've spoken with over 50 founders over the last 2 years, and basically I realized that they were making two big targeting mistakes that ultimately was making their go-to-market motion and strategy just less effective. And those two mistakes is really the lack of focus. So when I mean lack of focus, they're trying to go after a different target at once, which is causing the fact that their team, which is already pretty limited, have to um, have an offer that will speak to enough companies and industries that are slightly or sometimes drastically different from each other. And basically, that lack of focus slow them down to scale. The other aspect is the lack of data. You mainly customer data or understanding of their buyer journey. So because of that, they are assuming and guessing the different ways that their message is going to be relevant to their audience. So because they don't have a focus and because they don't have the data, um, usually also just defining the ICP. Sometimes I'm hearing a lot of, oh, it's between 50 to 50,000 or 5,000, which is way too broad. Like there's like five lifetime between a company that goes from like 50 employees to 5,000. Um, and basically my way of setting up guardrails to make sure that they don't do those mistakes when targeting is what I call the go-to-market foundation of early stage startups. I know the name is super creative. You can see my marketing mind behind it. But basically, on the bottom left, always kind of try to make them understand that they need to have those customer interviews and not talking about sales calls. So usually what I suggest as a guardrail is at the end of the onboarding process, usually 30 days after, you get them on a call disguised as a follow-up call, but it's actually a buyer journey interview. And it's also a good way to kind of gauge, are they happy right now? Are they seeing the value of the product or not? Do we think they might churn? So usually, uh, in those interviews, you can ask them what triggered the idea of looking for a product like us, what triggered the idea of leaving the last product you were with, or leaving the status quo or whatever. And this will feed you direct elements that you can leverage as trigger events. So you will be able to reach them out on a timely manner. So there's the context and the timing, and then there's a relevancy. So because you spoke with them, because you understand the pain points, because you understand the outcomes of what they're trying to achieve, whether it's job to be done data, whether it's buyer interview and all of that, you'll be able to have different message. And I know I got them. Okay, it's 111, but if you check it now, tell yourself it's 123. And basically, with those message, we're looking to see yes, open rates, whether in DMs if you can track it, or emails or whatever, but mainly replies. If someone replies to your message, your cold email, your warm intro, your referral, whatever, they will, it's because you caught their attention. It's because they were resonating with it. So if you can just focus on those reply, it will give you enough element to then, go to the demo, go to the proposal and all of that stuff. And basically, those interviews will just feed into your buyer's journey of from problem aware, considering solutions, and then taking decisions of which product to take. So yeah, that's basically it. Having those guardrails, and the last thing would be investing in marketing. Too many startups wait before investing in marketing, and they consider it like they don't understand it. It's not like a sprint. It's usually like a marathon. It takes time and everything. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know if you found it helpful. Thanks.